Hi everyone, it's the 7th of the 8th, 25. I haven't shared for a while, and even in the last video that I shared, only 4 or 5 minutes came through. Something going on with my phone still. Yeah, I think I'll need to take it in and get it fixed. I said that bloody months ago. Just for today, I just feel like giving up. I just want to give up. I'm tired and I'm sick of everything, and I'm even sick and tired of saying that. When I used to go to lots of meetings, I used to hear people say that all the time, and it never made any sense to me, or it took a while to make sense to me. And today it does. It just does. You know, some days can become very monotonous. And I know life is what we as individuals put into it is what we'll get out. And honestly, I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to figure out what the issues are, where they come from, what age group, talking as in inner child stuff. I'm feeling, I don't know if this is going to make much sense, but I feel quite lost, and just like I mean nothing. I feel like I mean nothing to anybody. I know that's a feeling that I've carried with me all my life, that I've never been worthy of anything, and I've never, uncared. I don't know what the bloody word is, but I just fucking hate the spot I'm in, I suppose. Anyway, I had lots that I was going to share. I've been procrastinating all day thinking that something's come up. Been procrastinating all day in sharing, as I've done so for weeks. Yep, I'll share today. I'll talk about this. Sometimes I write a few things down, and then I get to the moment where I'm going to share, and I just think, you know what, fuck it, I couldn't be bothered. I just feel like whatever I try is not worth it. And ultimately, that's a rhetorical line, that one. I'm saying I'm not worth it. Yeah. And it's been the bane of my existence, if anything. Self-hate's a nasty thing. It really is a gruesome thing. I think out of everything in life, self-hate runs the deepest, and it has the most or the deepest impact, or there's a word I'm looking for and I can't think of it. It'll come to me, I suppose. Self-hate, it's behind and or underneath fucking everything. I feel like I'm just useless in life. As I sort of progress along, I don't know, progress forward, backward, I don't know which way. It's like I keep going blank in my head, and I know that's part of what fucking happens with me, but sometimes I look at people and it's like they've just got their shit together. It's like they're just happy, got this, this image of happiness, and overly happy makes me want to vomit. But just this false... I love those ads on Facebook where they show, you take the screen away and you've got this really sad person or angry or whatever, and then you put the screen there and you've got this person all smiling and happy. And that seems to be something that's rife within the world these days. It's just absolutely rife. And that is sad within itself. It just is. It just is. As I was saying before, self-hate. It undermines fucking everything. And I'm not sorry for swearing either. I suppose my podcast, I'll say what I bloody please. And I don't even know why I said that. I feel like I'm just going to delete this bloody thing because I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not talking anything. I'm just sitting here rattling away shit because nothing is sticking to talk about. Yet there's a repertoire of fucking so many things that I can talk about, but I just don't know what to talk about. And then it's like I go through that process of, is it worth it? Is it worth talking about? Is it worth sitting here trying to talk about this shit, wondering if it means anything to anyone, wondering if it even means something to me, and wondering if it'll keep me alive another day. And no, you don't need to ring bloody 000 and all that shit. That wasn't a call for salvage or anything. It's just how I feel for the moment. I had a call off a support person today. They've dropped me as a support person. In fact, I've had 2 or 3 people drop me as a support person. And I suppose in a way that's the way it's meant to go as we go further. Learning to support ourselves, figuring out what works for us as individuals. I still haven't been back to an AA meeting. I still don't want to go back to an AA meeting. I don't see that it's going to be any different than what it was before, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 30-something years ago. As much as the meaning of it is great, there's something very connective, very spiritual based to be able to sit and talk and then sit and listen to other people talk. There's just something very cathartic about that. But I don't really know how it's working for me, or if it's working for me. Some days I just want to keep that cover over my head. And there's days like this today that I just still in my pyjamas. It's bloody 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something. And I just feel like crud. I just feel like absolute crud. I've got several things happening in the sense that several different lots of paperwork that I'm needing to get done for various reasons. And I'm panicking over them. Multitasking is definitely a thing of the past for me. It really is. Like, I just be fucked if I know how to multitask anymore. Even to stand in the bloody kitchen and try and make breakfast and whatever I'm doing, it's like I can only do one thing at a time, that's it. I just... I've always felt that I've needed to have something really big and loud and wow to talk about. Because I thought that that's living life if you're this really loud, fucking obnoxious person that fucking knows everything, know nothing. And learning to not be that. Just trying to learn to be in my own skin is hard. And I know why it's hard. It's because I don't like me. I look at myself in the mirror. I mean, you'll notice the spots all on my chest here. I mean, some areas, I can do tattoos and whatever. I've got them on my back. I can hide the scars that way. Or if I go out somewhere, I can put a long sleeve shirt on, a cotton on or something. And but honestly, I hate hearing people say, you just make that decision, Tony. You just go, yep, I love myself, and say it. Yep, you stand in front of the mirror and say, I love myself. I watched this thing on TV one time, and this, I don't know, she was some bloody guru of some sort. And she had herself and her friend standing in the sun, sunbathing their hoo-has for whatever fucking reason, I don't know. I mean, this is a documentary thing on TV. And yelling out, I love myself. Really? I mean, Jesus Christ. Put the sun on your fanny and you're meant to be happy. Really? Get fucking real, for Christ's sakes. And that's just... And I don't know even why I shared that. I mean, I suppose it goes to show the unending stupidity of what people will do to try and love themselves. I suppose when I first got sober, I used to share that if someone told me to dress in purple and stand on my head for half an hour in the corner, I would have done that. I felt so desperate to stop drinking and to stop using and to try and live. How the fuck do you live without that shit? I mean, I know how to live today without that shit. It's been quite some time. But honestly, it's one thing to get off the stuff, or it's one thing to stop a certain behaviour. Because, I mean, the alcohol, the drugs, the food, the gambling, I don't gamble. It's just never interested me. whatever that behaviour is on top, that's just a symptom. It's merely a symptom. It's merely a symptom that tells you, or that tells me, that something on a deeper level is not right. There's just something happening there. There's a void, a big gaping hole of some sort that something needs to be done about. It's finding how to fill that void. It's finding things that will help me put positive things into that big gaping void to try and feel whole. I'm yet to find it. 30-something years later, I'm yet to bloody find it. I can say a lot of things that I do like, and it's sort of all in the physical realm of swimming and jogging, and I was always good at sport, except for netball. Hated netball and volleyball. The shit game they are. But, you know, I can't run 24/7 and I can't fucking swim 24/7. I've got to be realistic about these things. And don't get me wrong, I have had moments in my life where I've had balance there. I don't know if it's just my nature. It doesn't take much for me to upset the apple cart. It just doesn't take much. But I will not be sitting in front of the sun screaming, I love myself. Fucking idiots. They're probably still there doing it now. It's about all the bloody good it'd do. Anyway. Writing, reading, meditation, all those things, they're great. They're great. Taking it back to the basics, they're great. And that is something that I've been going back to, as I've needed to go back to that. I feel like I'm at a crossroads on so many different levels in my life at the moment. And having said that, it's like each time I try to turn or take a left or right at that crossroad, or even to go straight ahead, it's like there's something there to fuck it up for me, or to make it hard, to make it so I can't understand it. There's always something there. There's just always bloody something there. I just wished one day that I could get up and be the person whom I would love to be. And I'm even embarrassed to share that here. I sought out some operations that will help me with all my scarring, because I do have a lot of shame around my scarring, and when my skin condition flares, it really is disgusting. It looks, it feels, it makes me very, very sick, and it is disgusting. It's one thing to put a shirt on and go for a walk. I mean, I've even had family go, "Oh, she touched me, and run in the other direction. It's fucking ridiculous and childish. And I've said to Mum, you know, what the fuck is that all about? That's just bullshit. And she's just looked at me and said, well, what do you want me to say? And I've said, well, what the fuck do you want me to say? You know, I can't help that I've got it. I had a reaction to roxythromycin, which is an antibiotic. And it's been blister after blister ever since. And honestly, sometimes those blisters can go up to the size of a 50-cent piece. I've had blisters come up under blisters. If you think that's painful, it fucking is. It fucking is. I get a needle once a month to try and help with the pain. I take tablets each day to try and help, so hopefully it won't come back. But it keeps coming back. Keeps coming back. And I fucking hate it. I hate it. I'm embarrassed by it. I feel ashamed by it. You know, and people's fake sympathy is probably the best term I've got for it. People's fake sympathy, be it my skin condition, be it my mental health, you know, I don't have time for it, nor do I have the patience. I just don't have the fucking gullet anymore to sit down and listen to someone else's, oh, I know how it feels, blah, blah, blah. Really? Show me your 50-cent fucking blister today. Darling, you know, where is your 50-cent blister today? Yeah. I didn't just get on here to talk about my skin condition. Something that I spoke about in my last share that for some reason it didn't come up. It stopped at about 4 minutes. A show that I watched on TV, all these fucking television shows, honestly. This young boy has depression and everything just keeps piling up and piling up and piling up, be it family, be it friends around him. And in the end, he just loses it. And he ends up screaming at his family, I hate myself, I hate me, I hate me. And he was doing it in a way that he was accidentally spitting everywhere. I mean, he was acting it out and he did a very good job of it too. But the tears, the way it came out, I found myself sitting here on the lounge and just crying for him because I could relate to that very much so, very much so. Don't try and tell someone that despises themselves to go and look in the mirror and start doing positive words or positive fucking phrases or whatever it is. For me, it just falls on my deaf ears. And I've got deaf ears when it comes to that sort of stuff, I really do. I don't know if it's me just being ignorant. I don't know if I was just born to fucking hate myself. I don't know. L-O-V-E, what the fuck does it mean? You know, really, what does that 4-letter word mean? I read lately that how we learn to nurture ourselves, how we learn to love ourselves and find our self-worth It needs to be instilled in us. Now, this is going to sound like blame, but this is just something I read, and I do believe it to be true. Sure shit wasn't put in me. Sure shit wasn't put in me. And the nurturing stuff and that, it wasn't taught to me. I never had a problem nurturing my kids though, ever. I'm not going to be one of these people that sit back and go, well, you know what, I had a shitty childhood. That's why I was really fucking awful to my kids. I'm not going to sit back and do that. I've seen plenty of people do that, and I'm not going to do that. And I do miss my kids. I say it every time. I say it every day. I miss my kids. Even though they're grown men now, I still miss them. And they're always our babies. Like you guys, your daughters are always your little girls. My boys are always my little boys. Even though they're all over 6 foot. They're all brutes. In a nice way. But I'm stumped on that word Love. I said to my son the other day, I don't know how people can just pack up and go, how people can just choose where they want to go and just go. They just do. I'm not saying I want to go. I mean, as much as it's taken for fucking ever to get these bloody renos done. I've been in the house for 10 years and it's kind of growing on me. It's home now. Charlie Street in Deniliquin was home for me. I still haven't been home to see my mum's grave. You know, come November, it's 5 years. But I think what will really sink the ship for me will be to drive down the street I grew up in and to just sit out the front. Flick it that way. Sit out the front of my mum's place, my home, where I grew up, although someone else will be living in it. I think that's what will break me. I think that's when the reality of it all will set in. Yeah. What else to share? Maybe one day I'll get on here and I'll just be happy. You know, Happy. Happy. My dad used to sing that song, I'm Happy. I'm Happy. I know I am, I sure I am. I'm Happy. Not very good singing skills, I know. But at my dad's funeral, the lady that was reading, or doing the reading, she had to sing it. I must admit it was quite funny. We all sat there. Us 6 kids could sing it, and Mum. And everyone else just sat there giggling. Yeah. I mean, my siblings were all asked to, you know, think of something that we could remember our father by, or something that was really close to us from our dad. And that's what it was for me. Lying in bed. Didn't matter what part of the house you're in, he'd be stoking the fire at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm just like him, early riser. You get the fire going and he'd be singing that song. And of course we'd be lying there fucking HAPPY, especially on a Saturday or Sunday morning after you've had a night on the grog. It wasn't HAPPY, it's SPEW. I'm going to spew. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know that I'm questioning if what I'm doing is worth it. I'm just questioning it. It's not a threat. I'm not going to run out there and knock myself off. But I'm just questioning it. Because some days it just doesn't feel, things just don't feel right. And I don't know if that's the start of things starting to feel right, that they don't feel right. Being a new feeling, being a different chapter, being a different set of growing skills, a different set of lessons to learn, really. And if I think of it holistically or on a much more deeper level, that is life in general. We're born, we learn how to feed ourselves and walk and all that sort of stuff. And then go through whatever it is, all the ups and downs, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, wherever you get to. And then the supposed golden years, which just fucking suck. Whoever called it the golden years needs a bullet between the eyes. And I'm not sorry for saying that one. Yep. I mean, you start losing capacity of everything. And then one of the last things you lose is, your own stability. Yeah. Your own ability to do whatever. Yeah. Little Miss Happy, aren't I? Little Miss fucking let's groove along today. Not. Maybe I'll think of those things I was going to share. I know it's sitting in the book over there, but I just can't be bothered picking up the book. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you to a few people that have messaged me. I do appreciate that. It's nice. It's nice to be acknowledged. I do appreciate it. Even if I'm quite woeful or mournful. I suppose, as I'd already read, it doesn't always have to be this great big wow factor. It doesn't always have to be this great big huge loud message. Less is more, and there's more answers in silence than what there are miles in America, I suppose. No one said that, I just said that. But it's true. Less is more. And there's more peace to be learnt in silence. It's learning to be silent. It's true. Learning to be silent, to shut the head off, slow the old heart down. Yeah. I truly hope you're all having a much better day than me. And hopefully it won't be 2 weeks before the next share. Take care.